magic. Found a bad spindle. We got one already. Oh, little parts. They give you bolts, I see. Little parts and a big part. This is a spindle for under the mower. These are the bolts. This mower there's two spindles under there that hold blades. One of them was replaced, and the other one has bad bearing. To do this right, you need to drop that mower deck down and get it out from under the mower. I guess you could do it under there, but then you got to be underneath the mower. That's not going to be good. First step to get the mower deck off there is to set this blade to the lowest setting so it's really close to the ground.
The next step is going to be to remove the pin and cable from the idler pulley. Next, you're going to want to find your mower's hangers. They might be a little different on your mower depending on the model, but you're going to have slide pins, and you pull them out, take the washer off, and remove these hangers. Set them off to the side. Same with that one. There's going to be another one on the front of the deck and on the opposite side. Don't get your hands stuck under there. Each one has a pin and a washer. Then you're going to have to weasel your belt out. You lift it up and over. The same on the other side. Up and over. Now your belt is free and you can push the deck right out the side. Ready?
Yep. Hold it, the cable's caught.
Okay.
It's caught on something. I don't know what it's caught on.
Alright. Don't forget to disconnect the cable. And the way to do that is wiggle it around until it comes off of there. Darn it. There it goes. A little bit of springiness helps. Now you're completely free. While you're here, you want to check your belt, and you want to check your other idler pulleys to see if any of these bearings are getting toasty. This one's a little toasty, but I think we'll replace it when that day comes. Just make sure that none of your hardware is bad. These are spring-loaded. This here and this here are spring-loaded blade brakes. They're going to be fussy, so be aware that those are going to be in the way a little bit. Keep your blades from easily moving. And yeah, just check to see if you're going to need a new belt. This one looks really good still. Flip her over. We've already replaced the blades, so they're in excellent condition. And then this one only has about 2 hours of run time on it. That one, well, I'll show you how you can tell that one is bad and the other is not. This blade, if you up and down on the end of the blade, you can see the blade flexing. This shaft doesn't move. This one, see how much the center shaft moves?
The bearing's shot.
That's going to be enough that when the tension on your belt pulls to drive the thing, it's going to pull this down, and it's going to make your blade cut too deep on one side and, well, not enough on the other maybe.
And that's exactly what it's doing.
So
it's chopping uneven. As
luckily,
you said, what did you call it? Kerfing.
Yeah, I don't know where the term kerfing came from, but that's the word that comes to mind, so maybe it's the right word and maybe it's not. Luckily, this bearing still does move, so there hasn't been any failure. If you leave a bearing go after it's bad, it'll get hot, all the grease in the bearing will drain out, and then it'll run dry until it welds itself into, it seizes and breaks your belt probably. So
Okay.
you can avoid that. Save us money. This blade is sharp, so we're going to use a leather glove so we don't cut ourselves. We're just going to squeeze it. Maybe we're going to squeeze it. Maybe not.
Impact.
Let's try an impact. Still going to use the glove. And we're going to use...
Ta-da.
Ta-da! What a lovely tool. Everything's from the top.
Mower looks a lot lighter without a mower deck under it.
This cover has a steel insert so that the belt can't wear through when it's flapping if it loses tension. So you can see that it's done quite a bit of rubbing.
Oh, let's see that. Wow. Oh.
But it did its job. Alright, you can move your belt out of the way and back to the impact.
What's wrong?
Okay. And then this kind of isn't too hard to get off of there, but maybe we'll use a bar.
Isn't there so you can use a puller or something?
Yeah, but I don't think we really need a puller. Just a little bit of gentle persuasion.
Yeah, see, it's moving. It's moving.
It goes.
Okay.
This is your blade brake. When you let off the blade, this will automatically rub, and it looks to be in really good condition, so it should continue to service without a replacement. For safety, you really want your blade brakes to be intact. These are different size than the new ones. Now you notice the orientation of the grease zerk.
The zerk is toward you, toward the back.
Easy access, so you can service it. So you want to put it back. That's the only determining factor. Otherwise,
the new one's on the shear. Or do you want to put Loctite or?
I think they need Loctite. I'm gonna.
Okay, well here I was going to show them up close, so you can see they have locking. Yeah, you can see that they're locking bolts. Too many years I've been working on airplanes, so I want to put Loctite on everything.
Well, yeah. This is a lawnmower, so we're not quite the same level, but you might be mowing a runway. You might.
Yeah, you don't want to leave any pieces out on the runway to get sucked into a jet engine.
That's true. Make sure you tighten your bolts.
It's FOD. Anybody who works around airports know what FOD is.
Make sure everything threads in with finger tightness before you start hammering on stuff. Don't cross thread anything. This part was under $25 delivered to the house, which was not bad. Happy with that. Should have got it. When we replaced it, we probably should have replaced both.
Okay.
What was wrong with the other one?
Do the job once.
Oh, the other one was bent real bad.
Yeah, it was bent. We
This
still have it. This one was not bent, but it was bearing was shot.
Yep, that'll do it. Now's as easy as time as ever is to throw some grease in it. There's a lifetime worth of grease in there now. Can feel it going in. I also have a lifetime worth of grease on my hands. Pull the blade brake out of the way to get it get started here. Go. Lined up. All one. There it is.
Alright, that thing is... That's a powerful wrench. It's like over 300 foot-pounds if you hammer on it.
It's on there.
That way this time. Look at that. New bottom.
Rotates this way and shoots it out to shoot. So make sure your blade is, you know, if you put the blade on this way, well, it would make a mess.
I want to see how close the blades come in the middle. So I thought they were staggered differently than that.
Always torque to spec.
How close the blades come. Man.
Pretty close.
Close.
No cigar. You've got a screaming 1/8 of an inch there. If you had a stick in there, it would be in a really bad place. I guess I'll get a scraper, scrape out this gunk. You don't need to record me scraping off the deck. Get your belt lined onto the pulley and have your cover bolts. Yeah, I had to get that with a wrench because it's under this pulley.
Okay.
It's ready to go.
So now it's like slide it underneath again.
Slide it back underneath and then try and figure out where all those pins that you took out earlier.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That thing.
Oh, I see. That rod, there's a bridge under there.
Bridge under the rod for that spring to go underneath. And then once we have this in place, you'll see that there's 2 holes for the clip to hold this in place. But first we're going to get it underneath. Well, there.
Oh, you got it in?
Yep. Now we'll put the clips in.
I see. You got the belt on there. That's what you're doing. So you want a pry bar?
Oh, nope, got it. The front of the deck has a special clip. It's different from all the others so that it can't easily pop back off. It's a little fussy. You'll get it. Be aware when you're taking it apart that it's different than the others. A little massaging and it's not too hard to get these all back together with a minimal amount of crawling around on the ground. Compared to what you'd have to do to try and replace this without just taking the deck out, taking the deck out is definitely easier.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to get at the bolts on the top very nicely.
You would fight so hard, and there's no reason for it because it really is.
Okay, and there's
easy.
that front one.
Yep, it doesn't fight me at all. Going back on, it's easy to tell which hole everything goes on because it's the hole that's dirty.
There's the front one. It gets that special clip on it.
You might even put a dab of lubrication on each of these pivot points and make sure you get good movement of your deck. No binding. Lifts up and down equally on both sides. You shouldn't have to make any adjustments because none of the adjustments have changed because you just removed the C-clips from the existing pivot points.
What was the problem last time? Because it didn't work.
The problem was I had not properly adjusted the belt. So that is the next test.
Oh.
Is you throw it into belt drive and make sure that...
Oh, make sure that it tightens up. Last time when I did that, it didn't turn.
Yep, make sure nothing's overlapped in the wrong place and that the belts are riding on the pulleys where they belong.
Ops check it and take it for a test flight.
Yep, that'll be tomorrow and we'll get this video out when we're done with that.
Oh, I didn't get your face in there. I was pointing at the machine.
I probably look like hell from crawling around on the...
You look like you've been working a little bit. You look pretty good, actually. You're not all greasy like working on Ram trucks.
Oh yeah, you're right, I'm not. Well, I feel dirty from all that grass, if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah, you'll be shower time when you get back to the house.
Oh, it'll feel nice.
Okay, so we're good to go tomorrow.
I think it's ready to give a test drive.
Okay. that back up and get that out. And yeah.
Check the oil.
Oh, I haven't checked the oil in a while. Ooh, I wonder if there's oil in it. We serviced it and then didn't check it. Shaking. Yeah, it's right. It's full. It's right up there.
Okay. I'm gonna check to see if the air filter's got any buildup in it.
It's got 37. It's got 13 more hours before it's.
See all that dust?
Yeah.
The red dirt?
Yep.
It's alright.
How's the muffler on this? Is this okay?
It looks good.
Okay, because I hear noises up there, but they're probably just regular engine noises.
Engine noises.
So in all the years we've had this, we've had to do oil changes, put a battery, air cleaner.
The battery terminal's getting a little bit gross.
And blades.
What's it been 2 years now since we put that battery in?
Yeah, you've been here 2 years?
Yeah, this was one of the first things we fixed when I got here was the mower.
Yeah, you've been here. No, you got here after the No Name Nationals. Right after No Name Nationals 2022.
Oh,
And we're coming up on No Name Nationals 2024. So you haven't been here quite 2 years.
One of the first things I remember we did when I got here was put a battery in here and then we remember I was blowing on the gas tank to get fuel through it.
Blow up at your mouth on the gas tank, but for getting fuel pressure.
Giving it a start.
Because it hadn't been running years. Okay.
Was it a long time? I didn't say.
Yeah. Okay, we finished this. Magic, it's tomorrow. And we're going to start it up and ops check it, make sure everything whirls down there, and then I'm going to pull it outside and mow a little section, make sure it really mows. So, here we go.